Question number 5. A vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. Its height is 8. Radius of its top is, which is open of course, is 5. It is filled with water up to the brim. Okay, right up to the top. When lead shots, each of which is a sphere of radius 0.5 centimeter, are dropped in the vessel, 1/4 of the water flows out. Find the number of lead shots that were dropped in. Okay, so first of all, the vessel is somewhat like this, inverted cone. Okay, ulta, it's open here, there is water filled in till here up to the brim, pura top tak, completely filled with water. These are the dimensions given to you. And then we have lead shots, spherical hoti hain lead shots. Okay, those, so certain number of lead shots are being dropped in. तो इसमें ऐसे ऐसे लेड शॉट्स आप भरते जा रहे हो. Then what will happen? Naturally, अगर ये पूरा ऊपर तक भरा था, if you drop in anything, the water will start flowing out. Okay, and in physics you have studied this fact that whenever a body is immersed in a liquid, then it displaces the water or that liquid of the same volume as its own volume. Okay, so because of that we would say, and number of lead shots we had to find, so I have assumed that number as n. Okay, any variable you can take. So suppose n lead shots were dropped, then volume of the water displaced, how much water will be displaced will be equal to volume of those n lead shots. जितनी आपने lead shots जितना डालोगे, जितना उसका volume होगा, उतना ही water बाहर आएगा. Right? So volume of water displaced we know is equal to volume of n lead shots. Volume of n lead shots would be n into volume of one lead shot, which is spherical in shape, so n into volume of sphere. And water displaced is told to you as 1/4 as the volume of the whole thing. The whole container was a cone, so उस cone का 1/4 आपने करना है. That is what is told to you in the question कि इतना water displace हुआ है. So that is how you get your equation. Okay, we can do all these questions stepwise. That if just say you can take out first volume of cone, फिर उसका 1/4 निकालो, फिर volume of sphere निकालो, फिर this divided by this will give you n. But वो lengthy हो जाती है working. If you're doing it in one line, in one equation, then half of the things get cancelled on either side, so your calculation is reduced. Okay, so I will always prefer and advise to do it in one line. Frame your equation first and then put your formulas, your values, and then start cancelling as much as you can, okay, to save your time and calculations, right? So 1/4 volume of cone is 1/3 pi r square h. N into volume of sphere we know is 4/3 pi r cube. So see what has happened here. We had pi on either side, will get cancelled. 3 and 3 in denominator on either side of the equation also gets cancelled. So reducing हो जाती है इससे calculation की. Okay, rest we'll put the values. 1/4 of cone, the radius was given as 5 square, and h was 8, and for the sphere it was 0.5 0.5 0.5 r cube. Alright, now the question was to find n, तो आप ये सारा इधर की साइड ले जाओगे, so your n will be left as, this was 5 into 5 into 2. I did not multiply it because again things will get cancelled. Upon this whole will come in the denominator, 4 into 0.5 0.5 0.5. अभी यहाँ से पॉइंट हटाना पड़ेगा, so 1 2 3 डेसिमल प्लेसेस हमने हटाई हैं, तो 1 followed by 3 zeros यहाँ एक्स्ट्रा आ जाएंगे. Okay, so your 5 square gets cancelled, and then you were left with and this 2 2s are 4 and 2 5s are another 10, so 1 10 also gets cancelled, so you are left with n as number of lead shots are coming out to be 100. Now the sixth one, a solid iron pillar consists of cylinder of height 220 and base diameter 24, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 and radius 8. Then you have to find the mass of this pole if it is given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram of mass. Okay, and they're asking us to use pi as 3.14. So somewhat like this kind of structure you have. Okay, a thick cylinder, and on top of that is a thin cylinder there. Okay, diameter was 24, so the radius will become 12 for this. For this it was clearly stated as 8. Height of this one was 60, of this was 220, all those dimensions. So simple enough. First we'll find the volume, because 1 centimeter cube of iron weighs 8 grams. So this is unit of volume. So first we need to find the volume. Volume of the solid iron pole would be volume of the two cylinders, this plus this. So cylinder's volume is pi r square h. I've put the dimensions straight away. So pi for the lower cylinder, r is 12 and h is this. Likewise, put the values here. Rest is all your calculations, children. Okay, this pi has been taken common. Pi they had asked us to use as 3.14. Then 12 square, 8 square, multiplication karna aur kuch nahi. Okay, so you'll do the calculations on your own, children. Okay, no point copying my calculation. So that's just for reference. I've done the whole question here, but you try it on your own. Okay, so this bit I've got my volume of this whole pillar. Now, volume into mass gives us, volume into density gives us the mass of the pole. That is what was asked to us. The mass of the pole will be, I haven't written the formula, but you know it. Okay, this is volume into density. Density, this is called density. 1 centimeter cubes contains 8 gram. So volume into density, multiply and get your answer. So it's all about calculation. Rest is all easy out here.